back to another video. I'm sorry, I would do it with both of my hands, but my phone's in my right hand. I'm doing the Q&A. Finally. I'm pretty excited to answer these questions about me that you guys have. I held it off for a while. Wanted to be sure that I got some good questions. And you guys did not disappoint. But I want to preface it by saying that although this wasn't a question, it's probably one of my favorite parts about me. I was born in the Philippines, in Antipolo City in Manila. I lived there till I was about 2 or 3. I can't remember specifically. But after that, I lived in Southside Chicago till I was about 5. And after that, I moved to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And after Iowa, it was Phoenix, Arizona. Been in all sorts of places. Another fun little thing is that I was born on Christmas Eve in 2004. What a fun little birthday. So, I'm gonna line up some of these questions for you guys. Number 1, what is my goal for this channel? Honestly, the goal for this channel is to have just a huge safe space where all of you guys just create a super happy community, which is, I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty much where we're at already. Like, I don't see anybody getting mad at each other, and we're all just here to have a chill time. I think that's probably the biggest goal I have. For my dream vacation, I don't really know. Honestly, that one, I wouldn't want to go to the desert, because what if something goes wrong? Probably Hawaii. Probably Hawaii, just because Hawaii is just so beautiful. Like, it's literally just as close as you can get to the Philippines without being in the Philippines, you know what I mean? And a comfort movie or TV show to watch. Well, it depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm in a super relaxed or happy mood, or if I'm like just ready to go to bed, a kid's show like Regular Show or Amazing World of Gumball, just my Cartoon Network shows. Sometimes it's Phineas and Ferb, you know, just little things like that. But when it gets a little harder to go to bed and the thoughts are a little more scary than usual, I'll head over to something like BoJack Horseman. Just shows that really make you think. That was a good question. Next one. If money didn't matter, what would you do? Spend my time learning all of the tips and tricks to be as handy as possible, so that way I could focus on, like, survive on my own entirely. Because I, have a very specific view on independence. And I think being completely independent and depending on nobody is a really good thing to be able to say and do. You know what I mean? Next one. What's the longest you would want to see your hair be? You guys are genuinely looking at it. This is probably the longest I ever let it get. When I was about 15, I had hair that went all the way down to here, but only in the front. It was really weird. But you know, I was just 15, so right now it's still pretty long though. I just got out of the shower. So, is there a traffic sign in your room? And if so, what does it say? Alright, so I'm not gonna show it, but there are a very solid amount of those in my room. This is a 1-lane road ahead sign. It's construction. It's taller than I am. There's a stop sign in the back. There's a railroad crossing by the door over there. There's a pedestrian, a caution, and an arrow. There's an exit sign over there too. I'm not gonna turn it over there, but it's over there. And I have 2 like normal road signs. One there, one there. I'm not gonna tell you guys the road because then you'll find out where I'm at, but I have some signs in my room. And they were all acquired, like either from the place that they make them or given to me as gifts. What's your favorite specific sound? I'm pretty basic with my sounds, I'm gonna be honest. And if it's not, oh, they said not ASMR related. So, just like a really, really cool guitar riff is probably one of my favorite sounds, especially in like, or maybe like a super like a with the bass. I like that too, those are fun. And then they also asked, do you take video suggestions? I do, all the time. That's probably the biggest reason I keep doing different videos. It's like somebody asked me to do it, so I would totally be down for whatever you guys want. What are my favorite hobbies? Let's see. So I used to be a big runner. I did track and cross country for 6 years, and I was a swimmer for 3 years. But now it's different. I was always scared of contact sports when I was younger, and then I got older and I was much less scared of them. So now I do boxing in my free time. I skate on my skateboard that you guys have seen, and I think probably one of my favorite pastimes, especially in the summer and when it's nice out, is working on and riding my motorcycle and my cars. That's probably my favorite thing to do. Cars are so fun, just be safe with them. My favorite and least favorite triggers to do. My least favorite is only because, not because I don't like the sound, but only because I don't really know how to do it. I would love to know how to do mouth sounds, but right now I hate doing them because I just don't know how. And I don't want to just look like an idiot up here. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know I'll figure it out eventually, but this person said tattoo tour. I can do this, because it's literally just right here. It's just clouds and lightning to make the storm. Now the clouds that I have are they're from the Philippines. And the lightning right here was from my senior trip to Montana. And it came together really well, I think. What kind of music do I listen to, and who are my favorite artists? So, when I was younger, my mom used to listen to a lot of Filipino stuff. I don't remember any of it because, like I said, younger. I think the first influence I remember was of my dad's music. He's really big into early 2000s, late 90s alt rock, but not like not the negative side of it, the more positive side, if you know what I mean. Like Bowling for Soup, if you guys know who that is. Girls Like Boys. Hey Monday, just all sorts of things like that. But after that, when I started gaining a footing on my own stuff, I started to get into rap, which I'm pretty sure, like, rap's so mainstream now. But I think my favorite rapper is and always will be Lil Uzi. Just because he's so chill. It's not like, obviously I don't think he's one of the best rappers. No, he's not that good at rapping at all. It's just his music is so enjoyable to listen to. And the song that I have stuck in my head right now is probably Around the World by Red Hot Chili Peppers. And then also Dirty Diana by Michael Jackson. And Magic by Lil Skies. Those are the three different regions that I generally stick around to. But if I hear something and it sounds good, it doesn't even matter what genre it is, I'm gonna bump it. You know what I mean? There's nothing. Music is so subjective. My favorite bird. That one's a question. I have two answers for that. So, my favorite, like, current existing bird, peregrine falcon, just because they can dive really quick and it looks really cool. But bird in the past is the dodo bird. They were, like, the #1 fibers of all time. And it really sucks what we did to them, but I don't know, I was always like, oh, when I heard about it, because they were so chill. Do I have a favorite ASM artist? Boone ASMR. What am I studying? Biochemistry. Are you still attending school, or have you decided to stick to your hospital job? So that's actually one of the biggest stressors in my life right now. I've been offered an electrician's license. I just have to study it for 2 years. But college will be free for me due to how good I did and the scholarships that I have. So I really can't decide between the two which I want to do. And I've asked like a ton of people on that decision, and I've been thinking it over for months now, and I just don't know. There's pros and cons to both of them, and it's just really hard. But long-term goal that has nothing to do with career. I want to be able to own one of every single Honda motorcycle there is. By the way, Honda's my favorite brand. Nothing against every other ones. They're just so fun and easy to work on, and I'm just so used to them. Spider-Man or Batman, lives are at stake here. Like in a fight, or what I like more? Because that's controversial. That's really controversial. I can't believe you'd ask me a question like that. Okay. Movie-wise, Batman, specifically because of the Dark Knight trilogy. As a hero, Spider-Man is more charismatic. Batman looks cooler. And Spider-Man wins in a fight. I can't pick between the two. They're both awesome. I love them both. I played all the Arkham games and I played all the Spider-Man games. Like, they're both really cool. That's too hard of a pick. What do you guys think, Spider-Man or Batman? And then my favorite all-time movie or TV series. It is impossible to pick one piece of media in the entire like collection that people have made. If we're talking like series-wise, for me, I've genuinely enjoyed the entire Quentin Tarantino like universe for as long as I can remember. I think that's a really good one. I will always enjoy his movies. They're just so fun to watch. Let's see. I'm looking for more questions. Give me a sec. If I could erase one color from existence, which one would it be? Well, you can't get rid of red, blue, and yellow because those are the colors that make everything else. So I'd probably pick a stupid, obscure color like forest green, like super dark forest green that's basically black. I think, or super dark blue, just something that's like not common. Cause I love every color, especially when done right. So that one's hard too. That's a good question. The weirdest fact that I know. The lives that penguins live is probably the most tragic thing of all time. I think the weirdest part about it is that if they leave, like if they produce an egg and then lay it, the penguin egg can't be on the ice for 30 seconds, otherwise it dies and you gotta make a new one. That's not really weird, that's just sad. I'm sorry. If you could jump into a pool of anything, what would it be? Well, do I get to keep the stuff that comes out of it? Because if I could, it'd be like $100 bills that are just like crumpled up. But it would be really fun to jump into a pool of Orbeez like the YouTubers do. But, you know, I'm kind of scared that I wouldn't be able to get out. I probably jump into a pool of Jello. I like Jello's cool, and then I could eat it after, so I'd do that. What do you wish you did more of? I wish I ran more in high school, because I don't really do it as much anymore. Like, it's not really in my time frame, especially with the jobs like that I'm doing, but I do kind of wish that I run more. I used to be pretty good at it, but now it's not really on top of my bucket list. Jump off the highest point in the Philippines into the ocean, because I get to go back this year, so I'm pretty excited for that. Where is the most beautiful place you have ever seen in person? 100 Islands Resort and Theme Park in the Philippines. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. If money were no object, what's the first thing you would buy? A hospital. I would buy a hospital, and I would make that hospital the best one in the nation. I would expand it. I would get every single piece of equipment available there, and I would not franchise it. I would make it so that there's a research division. It'd be like its own little tycoon, you know what I mean? So it'd help the most people possible, and then it would also like it would make diseases that we like have cures for like readily available, especially if money were no object. And do I have a favorite type of exercise? Do you count riding a motorcycle as exercise? Because it works my forearms, as you can tell. But if it's like actual exercise, probably just boxing. What would I describe myself as a person? I describe myself as I can't remember the last time I got genuinely angry in real life, because I always just tell myself, like, it's all gonna be fine. Like, I always think of the worst case scenario, and then I'm like, okay, well, even if that happens, which it probably won't, but even if that happens, I'll still be okay. You'll still wake up tomorrow. So, that's kind of easiest way to put it. And my favorite ice cream flavor is chocolate. I don't mean to be basic, but I love chocolate ice cream. My favorite food is specifically the egg rolls that my mom makes with the white rice and the vinegar sauce, which is distilled white vinegar, and she puts all sorts of little spices in it, and then you take the egg roll and you pile ice on it, and then you drizzle that little bit in the vinegar sauce, and then you eat it. It's so good. I could eat like hundreds of those. What's the most funny or memorable moment you had with Boone? Me and Boone have a lot of moments like that. Like a ton. Well, we did track together in 7th grade. And in 7th grade, I remember we were walking out of the locker room, and I shined my camera on him, and I was like, here, look at this meme. And I held it like this, like an idiot. Like, I don't know why I did that. He goes, hey, look at this meme. And what he does is he looks straight into the camera, and then he just kisses it. And I still have that video. I still have that video in my camera roll. He just turns around, he goes, here, I won't kiss you guys, but he goes. And then he just walks away. It was hilarious. Top 4 most favorite movies. Off the top of my head, it changes all the time, but right now, we'll go Django Unchained, Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, The Notebook, and Inglourious Bastards. Those are my top 4 right now. Valorant rank. Diamond 2. I hate playing Val though, it makes me so mad. There's definitely a couple more questions, just give me a second to find them. So I'm gonna ramble about just random me thoughts. My ankle actually for the past like week and a half is destroyed. I was playing basketball, somebody fell on it, and now I can't walk right. So, that's whatever. Oh, pictures of my dog and cat, that I can do. So, I have 4 pets. I have a black lab named Lexi. I have a black cat named Kit Kat. I have a white cat named Snickers. And she's like a little brown too. Here's me and her. That's her. That's her. That's Snickers. And then here's another one of her. She's my favorite because I picked, oh gosh. I picked her out and she kind of just loves me the most. And then I have a 3-legged cat. We didn't cut off her leg, by the way. It's her back left leg that's missing. She got it, this is my dog. She got it amputated. I don't remember how. It was some dude who was really messed up, or maybe she caught something, but 3 is really, that's her name. Her name is 3 because it's short for 3 Musketeers. She has 3 legs and it's our 3rd cat, so it just made sense to name her that. I don't really have a picture of her. She's always hiding, and I never really think, like, a lot of the time she's still scared of us just because of how traumatized she is. But she's probably my, like, she's just the coolest one to me because she's the fastest one, and it's cool because she only has 3 legs, so that back leg has to be the strongest thing on this planet. But I do feel really bad. I wish that she wasn't so scared all the time, and it's just gotta be a terrible, like, life. I always feel bad, so we try to give her the best life that she could have been given. Let's see, my favorite or most notable memory from childhood. Well, when I went back to the Philippines when I was 13, me and my huge group of cousins, we got bored one day, so we dug a water slide that took us directly into a lake, and it did like a little jump, kind of like in that regular show episode where Muscle Man builds a water slide, except ours wasn't jank, it was sturdy, trust. And so we built it in probably 3 hours because there were so many of us, and then we just used it for like 6 hours in a row, and then we all ate dinner around the water slide, and that will always be a core memory to me. Somebody brought a speaker, and we were just having peak life, and I haven't seen some of them since that day, so it always just makes me happy thinking that, like, we had that good of a time. So that was another one. Let's see, give me a second. I forgot I wrote most of these down in my notes. Video games, this is probably my last question because I have to go soon. I have a dinner, but I already forgot what the question was. Oh, video games. I've been a gamer for a really, really, really long time. My most notable ones in my life, the 2011 Modern Warfare 3 Call of Duty was a big one when I was younger. I played survival with my dad and his friends, and it was a ton of fun. Black Ops 3 Zombies with my like 6th grade friends. We had a great time on that. Assassin's Creed 4 was probably the first game that I actually like got into. It was really fun to be a pirate and customize my ship and also be an assassin at the same time. Warframe. I've actually been on Warframe since like 2013, but it took me a really, really long time to actually get it because most of the time I spent on Warframe I was just running around killing people. But Battlefield 1 was a good one. Star Wars Battlefront, both of them, they were both really good. I'm just thinking, like, Titanfall and Titanfall 2, they were both really fun. Obviously Minecraft, I'll still hop on Minecraft. Lately we've been on Overwatch, but you know, my view of Overwatch is really tainted. I used to love it, but based on how it is now, I don't love it near as much as I did. And I don't know, that's pretty much the main ones, and I cycle through all sorts of random new ones all the time. I'll just be like, oh yeah, this looks fun, I'll try it. I'll have fun for like a week and then I'll get bored. But maybe that's just the state that gaming is in. But that's a lot of my lore about me. So biggest thing is I really like cars and motorcycles. They're really fun. But you know, if you have more, I'm planning to do another one eventually. So if you have more questions about what you guys learned about me in this video, drop them in the comments. I'll definitely be down to answer. The same thing about video suggestions. If you have a video suggestion for me, I'll definitely hop on that, because it's better to do audience requests than just do something and then hope that you guys like it. So if you have anything that you want me to do, same thing, just let me know. But I think I'm gonna call it for this video. I just dropped a ton of Kaden lore on you. So that was the Q&A. But if you watched, thanks for watching. If you subscribed or interacted, seriously, thank you so much. I say it every time, but seriously, it means a ton to me. But it was a great time, and I really do hope I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.